Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. Today we need to develop here the chat UI screens. We need to developing here. Let's start how to write down inside the SwiftUI. First of all, we need to see this here the designs inside the XD files look like this showing and to creating here. And today not developing here this bottom text fields, not developing. Yes, tomorrow need to develop this field. Let's start now. First of all, we need to find out here the view folders inside home folders. Need to create here the new files and select here the shift UI view. And we need to set here the names as a chat UI, chat message, screen like here's and to creatings. Now need to create here the Z stack and we need to set here the V stack. First of all, we need to set here the navigation extension hide methods. We need to call here. Then after, so we need to set here the app bars. We need to configure and also need to set here the backgrounds colors. We need to color primary app colors. We need to set and to show this here the preview first of all for this UI. Now we need to create here the scroll view and look like this showing here. Now we need to first of all the making here the app bars and then after we need to developing here. Now need to go inside the choice screens and we need to copy here the logo and we need to paste this here. Look like this showing to similar to our designs. So need to configures and also need to set here the back buttons. Again, so need to find out here the back buttons codings and to copy and paste. Now need to find out done and we need to set here inside the chat message for these back screens like these puttings and to configure this here the back buttons and also need to write down here the environment slash dot present mode where mode colons binding and we need to configure here the present modes class need to configures like here and to fix this here the error issue and now here the showing here the back buttons. Now we need to developing here the back inside. We need to draw here the another wish tag and we need to set here rectangle and we need to set here the fill colors color secondary app and also need to configure here the another things we need to config here. Need to set here the prem. First of all, need to give this here the width as we need to configure here the screen width and also need to set here the height. Here set here the fixed heights need to give this here the screen percentage of the 70%. So need to screens configures and also need to configure this here the corner radius with specific corners. Now we need to configure here the 25 corners and we need to set here the top left and top right two corners only set here like need to configure here. Now need to bottoms need to set and that's one to set here the space and we need to increase this here the 90% similar to our UI designs. We need to creating here like this. We need to draw here. Now we need to configure here the this tags inside the scroll view and before scroll view we need to draw here the user image. We need to show here image and set here the resizables scale to fill and we need to set here the prem. Need to set here the 18 and also height we need to give this here the 18. Then after we need to set here the corner radius. We need to set here the 40 and now need to find out here this user logins image. We need to put this here the statics and user placeholder image. We need to give here Then after we need to show here the titles, and maybe we need to increase this here the image 19, and also corner radius need to change here the 45, like this configures here. And now we need to set here the text property, and we need to usernames need to show here Sujan Mittal Mitin Martin, like this woman names we need to set here. Now need to set here the custom font, and we need to set here the bolds and to configure as the 17 bold, and we need to colors foreground colors we need to set here foreground color styles we need to set here the white, like these configurations. Now we need to developing here the UI for this scroll view. Now need to set here the background colors, set here color white, and we need to set here the corner radius. We need to configure here, and we need to set here the corners razor as a 35, and we need to set here the shadow. Need to set here the radius as a pi, like this configures, and also need to configure this here the padding. We need to set horizontal 15, and maybe need to needs here the 20 is good displaying, and also need to set here bottom shape area, like this showing here. And this scroll view inside need to write down here the show indicators. We need to set here the false, maybe true here not matters, that's why need to removing here. Now we need to developing here the UI message need to box we need to develop here. First of all need to write down here the for each loops, set here 0 to we need to show here the 20 message statically, and we need to set here the id as a dot self. We need to set here the indexed in. Now we need to set here the one flex senders and receivers. We need to two types here the chattings inside available the one-to-one chats. That's why I need to find out here the who is the senders and who is the receivers. And like this, we need to is senders to me, then to set here the right sides, and if others user send here the message, then to show here the left sides UI. Need to differentiate to set here the conditions. Need to need this flag here the is senders. Now we need to directly check here the index and to set here the mode 3 modulars need to equal to 3 as a 0. Then we need to consider as a senders, like this, because we need to need this here the designs. That's why I need to ratings here. First of all, now we need to set here the lazy which tags we need to configure, like here, and set like this here inside this for loop. Now if we need to check here is sender, then this you follow, and if else, then this view follow. Like this need to write down here the condition. First of all, now making here the horizontal stack, and then after need to develop here the verticals inside. We need to drawing here the text message need to needs here, so need to set here the text property, and we need to set here the static message. We need to paste here, and now we need to set here the font custom font, set here the bold, and we need to font size we need to set here the 14, and we need to considerations here the anothers as a alignment need to set here max text alignments need to set here the leading, like here need to configure here. Then after we need to setting here the max width, we need to considerations as a max width, we need to configure as a infinity. Now we need to set here the padding, and another text fields we need to set for the times, and we need to settings here the space. We need to configure here the 8 10 like here, and to show here the times of the sending message like this setting here. And also we need to set here the this list view, need to set here the padding like here, and we need to draw here the background color. If senders tend to set here colors as a secondary, app colors we need to set here, and we need to show this here the corner radius. Otherwise, need to find out here the chat bg ones. This is the different colors, and we need to set here the corner radius. As need to considerations, we need to set here the UI. Maybe need to sender as a 2 like this configures. If sender then to 1, and we need to corners radius, we need to set here the 25. Look like this show, and also need to foreground colors we need to set for this message. To write down here foreground color, white colors we need to configure here for this UI. Need to draw here, and same as now need to copy this here the stack, and we need to put here, and we need to set here the 2, and we need to change this here the orders, and we need to set here the primary text like this UI. We need to configure here, and we need to set here look like this showing here the UI, and we need to considerations as a foreground colors times. Need to set here the placeholder color, both place, and look like this showing here the UI, and we need to draw here. Also make sure we need to draw here is shadow here, and need to set here clip our red corner radius, we need to set here 35. Maybe we need to increase here the padding 25, here 20, but inside paddings we need to set here the 20. And look like this here the creating this here the UI, and we need to configure done corners, and we need to set here the top left, top right, and bottom right for the bottom left for the senders. Again, we need to copy this here, and need to paste here inside this corners. We need to set here the top right, here not reflecting. We need to configure this UI inside the Another screens you need to check here which screens inside the put request. Need to check here and to give this here the show sets buttons you need to configure inside the screen. Need to set here the state private where show chat, and we need to set here the false. Copy here and to find out here the chat buttons need to set here the true, and also need to configure here the navigate bg nav links and to set here the configuration chat message screen and to show here the chats. Now need to runs inside the simulators and to test this UI. Applications are the runs and showing here the play screens. Now waiting for the loading here the login screens. Now click on sign in. Opening here the home screens, then after need to select any categories, search now, and then after press this here the book now buttons, and we need to show here the chat buttons and look like this similar to designs. Need to creating like this here the UI and to set here, show this here like here. Now maybe need to change these orders here. Need to first of all the wrong orders we need to set here the stack. Now need to go inside the chat message, need to change here the orders. If sender, then to pass show this here the times and then upload the message. If here the receivers, then to show here the message and then after need to show this here the times. Also need to check here the updates or not, so need to test here. Not reflecting now, need to runs against the simulators. Click on against click book now and click on here the chats and similar to designs we need to show like this here the UI similar to show here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.